Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Excuse me. What are you looking for? Your coffee cup. I know, you're like me. You can't function without your coffee. I get it. No. That's mine. That's mine. No. Here's yours. Come on. Here's yours. I mean, how can you pass that up? Yeah, I know. I get it. Okay. Why are you drinking coffee at 7 o'clock at night? Because we've been working so hard. I know. You are absolutely right about that. We have been working very hard with all the stuff that's coming up. And I'll tell them all about it, okay? Okay? Yeah, I'll tell them all about it. So why don't you go make dinner, okay? Yeah, you go make dinner. And, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, macaroni and cheese is fine. That's not a problem. I do like good pasta, that's for sure. Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Welcome once again to this wonderfully crafted internet broadcast that we meticulously slap together every single week and call it GainerWorld Live. My name is Tim Gainer, your congenial master of ceremonies for this evening's festivities. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a lot of fun doing this every week. If you are new to our little shindig, and you're looking for entertainment, boy, have you come to the wrong place. Actually, no. What we do here is we get together every week, and we just basically kind of let our hair down, and we talk amongst ourselves. We have this groovy little chat room thing right over here that you can talk in, just chat amongst ourselves and everybody else, and we interact with you, the faithful GainerWorld viewer, and just generally forget the troubles of the week. I mean, everybody's working hard, and it's cold, and it's snowy out. And I know we got about 5-6 inches of snow here in the GainerWorld International Complex. So it's January. It's January. It is winter, definitely in the great city of Chicago. And, we'll just try to stay warm and think nice thoughts and just kind of relax and have a good time this week. But as I said, if you're here, if you're new, by all means, join us. We are in the chat room. The chat room is open. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to talk to you. And we won't harass you much. That's for sure. A lot of weird things going on this week. That is for total sure. Don't know if you guys have been following the news, but yeah, it's another one. It's another one of those where, yeah, he's got material. He's got prep material, to be sure. And my assistant, all right, I don't know why she felt it necessary to show me this, but yes, I did get the People magazine with Betty White's 100th birthday that obviously she never saw. I mean, the magazine or the birthday. But, yeah, apparently Betty, if you've seen pictures of her before she died, there was like one last picture that she took. One last little video blurb for the special that she did. Or for the special she was supposed to do on her birthday. And, boy, I tell you what, she wasn't looking good. She was not looking good. And God bless her. God bless her. You know, we talk about Betty a lot on this show and other places. Speaking of old fogies, don't know if you've been following this news. We'll just jump right into it as it stands right now. But don't know if you've been following the news, he said, quickly cleaning his glasses, because he is at that age in his life where he actually needs these things. And Gary has checked in from the Incredible Edibles band, Old Fogey. I know you meant Old Fogies, Gary. That's okay. It says Old Foggies. And generally that's what my glasses are about this time of day. Don't know if you've heard this piece of news that it's all over the place. And it's kind of surprising, to be honest with you. I guess I need to put a little bit of a backstory on this. But we're talking, of course, about the story that has to do with Neil Young. So here's the deal with Neil. A few days ago, Neil contacted his record company. He contacted Warner Brothers and asked them to send a letter to the good folks at Spotify. And basically the letter said that he wanted them to take his music down from the streaming service. Now, before you jump around and go, well, why would Neil do that? Because that's his bread and butter. You're absolutely right about that. I don't know about bread and butter, because what Spotify plays for songs that are played on their service, I can tell you from personal experience, doesn't amount to bupkis. Okay? In fact, we talked a couple of weeks about how Pharrell's song "Happy" was played 3 million times and only made something like $1,500. And that's a true statement, but that's another story for another day. But in terms of what Spotify is all about, they have definitely shown their true colors, and I'll tell you why. You may or may not know about this guy. This guy's name is Joe Rogan. Now, you may be asking yourself, if you've heard about him, that's great. If you haven't, Joe Rogan, he does several things. He's primarily known for his career running UFC, Ultimate Fighting Commission. But he also has a podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience, which is it's a good show. It's not without its controversy. And he's had several people on of, I won't say a questionable nature, but I will say that maybe, well, let's say Joe's guests are of a more conservative nature, okay? And howdy to Elena. Hey, Elena, how you doing? Always good to see you and the Danimal. Oh, yeah. Knowing that he's there. So anyway, lately, Joe Rogan has been allegedly spreading misinformation about vaccinations for COVID-19 and things of that nature. So what happened was that Neil decided that he was going to tell his record company, Warner Brothers, he asked them last week to take down all of his music from their service. And that's a lot of music. If you're a Neil Young fan, you know what I'm talking about. That is a lot of music. Okay? According to Digital Music News from last week, he basically said that I want you to let Spotify know immediately. This was the letter that he wrote to his record company. I want you to let Spotify know immediately today that I want all of my music off of their platform. They can have Rogan or Young, not both. Now that's kind of that's a slick situation. Okay, you would think that if you were Spotify, that you would go where the money is. Well, it turns out there's good news and bad news on this. The bad news is that Spotify basically took Neil's catalog off of their streaming service. They decided that they wanted to go with Joe Rogan and not Neil Young. Now, you would probably think to yourself, why would they make this decision? Turns out that Spotify, to get Joe Rogan, to get the Joe Rogan experience on Spotify, they paid Joe a hefty sum of money. I mean, we're talking millions, because the Joe Rogan Experience is a big podcast. I'm not going to take it away from him. It is an extremely big podcast. It's listened to by literally millions of people. But they paid him money to get on Spotify. So they're going to go where the money is. Let's just call it what it is. Okay. So basically what is happening is that, Spotify basically told Neil to go pound sand. We've got enough money, Neil. We don't need you. Here's your catalog. That's the bad news. The good news is, and there is light at the end of this tunnel, and that is that, according to Digital Music News, that Sirius XM has relaunched Neil Young Radio. Yeah. Which I think is kind of fun. So Spotify confirmed that it sided with Rogan. And he signed, by the way, it was $100 million. $100 million they gave old Joe. So they removed Neil, but SiriusXM moved to attract fans. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So SiriusXM said in a formal release that Neil Young Radio will feature the singer-songwriter's complete catalog. From his solo albums to his work with Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Buffalo Springfield, Crazy Horse, his new one, the Carnegie Hall album, which we've talked about here on this show. And, so it was a limited run station last year. And, but now it's going to be full time. Why? Because Spotify doesn't give a damn about the artist or the listener. Yes, I'm saying this on the worldwide intrawebs. Spotify doesn't give a damn, and I am proof of this. Somebody asked me the other day, how much money did you make off of Spotify from your album? And I can tell you this. That since I released my first single in October of 2018 to present day, today, January 28th, 2022, the year of our Lord, amen. I have made a total, and this is all the tracks, everything, from both my albums, all of my singles, I have made a total of $14.40. Let me repeat that because it's vaguely important that you all understand what we're dealing with here. In the 3 years... Hello, Liz. Always good to see you. Is chat working? Yes, it is, because I see the Incredible Edibles and I see Elena and even Gary's saying, you made more on Spotify than us. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely ridiculous. What the streaming services pay the artist is absolute squat. It's garbage. You get paid 0.00076 cents for every stream of one of your songs. Let that sink in for a second. So when Spotify signs a $100 million deal with Joe Rogan, who, again, it's a great podcast. You know, it's not without its controversy, you know, but I've heard his show a couple of times. It's good. Not my cup of tea, but it's good. And, you know, they talk about, we care about you, the listener. We care about you, the listener. Okay, Neil Young's been around a hell of a lot longer than Joe Rogan. And Neil has always been a person to stand up to the truth. When he sees something wrong, he tries to do something about it. And Spotify just basically told him, screw you, Neil, we've got enough money. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be listening to XM on a whole lot on my business trips. Speaking of business trips, by the way, and I do want to talk about this before we move on. I really want you guys to do me a great big favor, if you would. And that favor is if you're anywhere near the Gettysburg, Pennsylvania area, 2 weeks from tomorrow, February 18th, or February 12th, rather, I beg your pardon. On Saturday, February 12th. If you're in the Gettysburg area, if you're around the Gettysburg area, if you plan on being anywhere near the Gettysburg area, if you want to travel for a weekend, please come out to the Gettysburg area. I'm going to be doing a very special solo acoustic show. It's the first one that I've done in years, literally years. And I'm doing it for a very wonderful organization called the Four Diamonds Foundation. Four Diamonds is a group of people that raise money to fight childhood cancer. I don't have to tell you how serious that is. And I'm going to be doing a very special show at the Pike in Gettysburg. Please come out. Bring your wallets. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm playing for your money. But the money's not going to me. It's going to the Four Diamonds to fight childhood cancer. So please, go to timgainer.com. Information is there as well. You can find out about it on Facebook. Look for Four Diamonds for February Rocks. That's the name of the festival that's going on. There's about 10 different area venues in Gettysburg and a slew of great people that are going to be playing. Megan Paulette's going to be playing. Rebecca Foster. I think Another Shade of Grey is going to be playing. Just all kinds of great people. Please come out there. Saturday, February 12th in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania for the Four Diamonds. We're going to have a lot of fun. Okay. So yes, to answer your question, Liz, yes, chat is working. You have a very kind heart to do that gig. Kudos, Tim. It's always for, pardon me, I coughed up a Buick. It's a great organization, and usually it's a annual show called Gettysburg Rocks. Which cannot take place this year. So a couple of people that I know personally got involved and went, okay, let's just do this. It's a great organization and they really, they need help. So I found out about it and I just immediately went, I'm there. What do you need from me? So yeah, like I said, please be out there. Saturday, February 12th, February Rocks. I'm going to be out there with a bunch of other people. Special acoustic solo show, something that you may only see another time this year. We'll get into that later on in the year. So, yeah, we're planning on having a good time, and I hope to see you out there as well. Okay, so, this is, Neil stands up for the vaccinations. By the way, get the damn shot, wear the damn mask, okay? I'm sick of wearing them. I know you are too. And now they're sending out shipments of masks to people. Okay? I really, guys, are we sick of this? Seriously. And Liz sent a smiley face with a hat. Okay. Don't know why, but okay. So yeah. In fact, you know what? As long as I'm thinking about it, as long as we're talking about it, and you don't want to see me with the glasses on anyway. So let's do this real quick here. Do this kind of neat thing. Oh my goodness me. Let's see, is it in tune? Oh yeah, sounds great. Okay. People hate it when I do that. Indoors, I presume, hopefully Omicron will settle down by then. Anytime I hear that name, I just have to go, Omicron! Like it's a Star Trek episode or something, Omicron! I think I opened for Omicron once. Death metal band out of Hamburg, I think. Yeah, okay. Let me do this. I've been working on this one. I'm re-recording. I don't know why, but I got the urge to re-record one of my songs that I think we're probably going to have to end up making a single out of it when it's done. So this is from the first album. See if you remember this. Lay down your arms and listen if you dare to all those voices, the voices that truly do care. While you're inside waging war on yourself, the damage has been done. So call the truce, stand and deliver. This battle can still be won. First lay down your arms and take a look around across the field of dreams both lost and found. There's no use find for casualties, you're lost within the fight. The wounded lying waiting for relief that's just inside. Within your struggle for redemption, there's a flock along the way, and it belongs to those that still believe. You still have much to say. Please raise the flag, come to the table, negotiate your terms. There's just no use in fighting yourself when there's still so much to learn. So lay down your arms. The troops await your reply, but please don't surrender. The decision is how and not why. Just take a look, you'll see all along the battle's been long through. Release your catch and walk away. In the end, it's only you. It's lay down your arms. I truly realize the reason that this battle was first waged. All of the indecisions, apprehensions, loneliness and rage. But all these vindications in your sight have long ago been seized. left is just the battleground you stand upon, so please just lay down your arms. Lay down your arms. Yeah, re-recording that one. One of my favorites, kind of my British invasion influence, if you will, kind of a thing. Appreciate that. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say that, my friend. One of the songs that we may or may not be playing in Gettysburg on the 12th. Please show up. We appreciate that. And you can also buy it on timgainer.com. That's right. Shameless self-promotion. I'm not ashamed. Speaking of the British invasion, another thing that came up this week. We talked about one of the big things that happened last November, last December, end of last year. We can say that now. Sure, we're almost into February. We're into a new year. You can't say Happy New Year, so you have to say, well, the end of last year. Depending upon how, politically correct you want to be. But one of the big things that happened was, of course, the Peter Jackson movie, Get Back. Talking about the Beatles and the Let It Be sessions. And mainly taking the original Let It Be movie and, for lack of a better term, making it right. I will say this, and I said this on a previous show, that I'm really glad I got to see this, because I really thought that this movie was just going to try to rewrite history, to kind of make, no, we really didn't fight. We really didn't break up. No, they really did. But it put a lot of things in context that I'm really glad that I know now, because I understand more about what went into the making of not just the Let It Be album, but the special, the movie, the television special that was supposed to go on with it. If you haven't seen the movie, it's on Disney Plus. I purposely subscribed to Disney Plus for a month just so I could watch it. And yes, I watched all 3 parts. And I think it's an excellent movie. I really do. And I think Peter Jackson did a terrific job. Now, the reason I mention that is because, as you may or may not know, they also re-released the Let It Be album that had a five album set with the original concept Let It Be or Get Back album in it. And one of the things that I found fascinating, and one of the reasons why I did buy it, was that, how can I say this? Apple, that is to say Capitol, tried to kind of get a corner on the market, of the bootleg market, that is to say. Anybody who is old enough to remember the original Let It Be movie and the album when it came out in 1970, there was also, throughout the 70s, there was this massive bootleg market where people would find a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor and they'd make bootleg albums out of it. And so Apple Records thought it was a really cool idea if they took a bootleg record and put it in with the special edition set, with chatter and things like that. The only problem with that is that it was mostly stuff that you found in the movie anyway, so there really wasn't any new material. Well, let's just say that Apple has finally done it. They've finally done it. They have taken that Let It Be bootleg market that was so free to you and me, and they have literally blown it out of the water once and for all. This came out of Rolling Stone yesterday, that the Beatles, you remember the rooftop concert, of course, the famous rooftop concert, their farewell to everybody. The entire concert is now being released, or it has been released, that is to say, in digital form. Get Back, as you see right here, the rooftop performances is the complete 40-minute gig. There's new mixes of it in stereo and Dolby Atmos. And of course, the crack Beatle team of Giles Martin and Sam O'Kell is responsible for this. And by the way, I have mentioned this in the past. I did not like projects that Giles and Sam did in the past. I thought the job they did on Sgt. Pepper was horrid. Abbey Road wasn't that much better. But they finally got it right with Get Back. They finally got it right with Let It Be, I'm happy to say. So I'm looking forward to hearing these. It is available for streaming as of midnight this morning from Apple and Capitol and of course, Universal Music. And this is the first time that it's ever been released. Giles originally told Rolling Stone, this is a quote, "We wanted to put it on the box set, but it took up just too much real estate. It's 40 minutes, so it didn't make any sense. But the response to Get Back has been so extraordinary." I don't know about that, Giles. I'll be honest with you. I really, really, really would have loved to have seen the entire show included in the box set. 40 minutes, that's a whole album. You and I both know that, so I don't see where that's a problem. So yeah, it's it's here and it's just in time because January 30th, 1969 is when the show took place. So yeah, and also if you're down with it, if you really want to see the entire show, on Sunday, January 30th, Get Back, the rooftop performance, will be screening in 80 IMAX theaters in the U.S. and the U.K. It's an hour-long show, and it's going to happen simultaneously, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, 2 o'clock Central, which is 2100 GMT for those of you overseas. And it's starting with a Q&A from Peter Jackson, which I think is very cool. So yeah, that's a little thing going on with the Beatles. Glad to see that that's happening. And I'm looking forward to that. I really am looking forward to this. There's all kinds of things that are going on. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, for example, is announcing a new exhibit. The Beatles Get Back to Let It Be. That's going to be opening on March 18th, according to Rolling Stone. It includes, now I've got to go. I've never been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes, I admit it openly. I've never seen the place. I'm going to go once before I die. But this exhibit is going to include Ringo's drum kit, John's glasses, Paul's handwritten lyrics for I've Got a Feeling, George's pink pinstripe suit, which he always looked so resplendent in, and the full rooftop performances included in Get Back. So yeah. If you've got nothing to do next couple of days, go out and check out Peter. I want to know where it's streaming. They don't mention anywhere where it's streaming. I'm thinking, it's got to be the usual suspects, don't you think? iTunes or that other place that we talked about earlier that we shall no longer mention for obvious reasons. But yeah, I would love to check that out. And yeah, I've never been. Have you ever been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Let me know. Let me know over here in the chat, or if you're watching the replay, check it out down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know if, my sons have gone, and they just, they just, Dad, you got to go. You got to go. And I'd love to. I would totally love to. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know if you guys have ever been there, if you want to go there. Would love to know about that, to be sure. In the meantime, I'd like to ask you guys to do me a favor. I normally wait till the end of the show to mention this, but there's like really cool things that are happening in my professional life. And one of them is the fact that I looked this morning, and you guys know me. We do this because we have fun. We do this on the show because we have fun. No, but I don't get out much. You're such a social butterfly, Elena. I know. I understand. Pardon me. No, it's not the Coronas. Not the Coronas. No, sir. Not me. Ain't happening to me. I would like to ask you guys a favor. I was looking this morning, and we are up to 90 subscribers. Now, I know that if you are a new viewer and you're checking this out for the first time and you've been watching, David Dobrik and Casey Neistat and Colleen Ballinger and Paige and Holly, and they have the thousands and 10,000s and hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers, and I'm sitting here going, I got 90 subscribers. So yeah, it's a big deal. But I would love to be able to get to 100. Just for my own ego, if nothing else, to be able to look and say, I got 100 subscribers. Would you do me a favor? Would you let people know about the channel and have them subscribe to it? I would really appreciate it. Have them just like, subscribe, hit that dumb little bell. Because that bell, I found out, that lets people know about the show. And of course, we all want people to come see the show. If I can borrow a line from Greg Lake. So yeah, definitely do that. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. One more thing in the music, in the wide, wonderful, wacky world of music that we should touch upon. And this really bums me out. And Chicago Boy 61 checking it out. What's up, dude? Long time no see. Good to see ya. 90, more than some radio stations I appeared on. It's more than the radio station I work for. Which, by the way, the week that I am out in Gettysburg, yes, we will be on the 24-watt blowtorch at WRGG working the Hug Show. So, I hope that you'll listen in on that. Hugs at WRGG.com. Hugs, spell it out. Hugs at WRGG.com. It's got a link to the station. And the Hug Show. The Wednesday that I'm going to be out there, I'm going to be both nights, Tuesday and Wednesday. And Wednesday, special guest band, The Chumps. One of the great punk bands that are going to be playing acoustically. That's right. I said a punk band playing acoustically. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I love the band, so I definitely have to be out there. And I promised them that I would be. So, got to do that. But tying all this together, and this bummed me out. I read this yesterday, and it's really sad. Because if you're a fan of ska music, then you know the name of this band. I'm talking, of course, about the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Great band out of Boston. Have been around forever. 11 albums. Starting with, Devil's Night Out in 1989. They were in the movie Clueless. You remember that? They performed Where'd You Go in 1997. They had a top 20 hit with The Impression That I Get. Unfortunately, however, it has come to our attention, released on social media, that after 5 decades together, the Bosstones have broken up. They said in a statement on social media, and this is a quote, "After decades of brotherhood, touring the world, making great records together, we have decided to no longer continue on as a band. Above all, we want to express our sincere gratitude to every single one of you who have supported us. We could not have done any of this without you." No reason why. No explanation whatsoever. Apparently, they were scheduled to perform at the Slam Dunk Festival in June. But apparently, and I guess there's a little bit of controversy behind the band too, because I guess Robert Kennedy's anti-vax rally in Washington, D.C., it was apparently produced by Bosstones frontman Dickie Barrett, or someone with that name, according to the song's credits. Which I find really weird because the Bosstones have never been a political band in any way, shape, or form. Rolling Stone reached out to the band. They did not respond for comment. Didn't respond yesterday. But yeah, they since 83, man, that's a long time. You're looking at, 30, what is 37, 30? Yeah, 37 years that they're together. And it's really a drag because they were a great band. If you've never heard this band and you just want to have a lot of fun, check these guys out. They just had a terrific sound and were just so much fun. My son Jim turned me on to them, and I'm so glad he did. Because they're just, as I said, they're just a ton of fun. So hail and farewell to the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Wishing them all individually and collectively the best of luck in their lives. And yeah, man, what do you say? What do you say? Tis a sad day in music. A sad day in music, to be sure. But in any rate, so yeah, thanks to everybody who's checking us out over here this evening in the chat. Thank you for watching. I certainly do appreciate it. If you're watching the replay on this, feel free. We've got there's a whole thing down here that you can type on. Yeah, it's called the comment section. By all means, fill it up. We heartily recommend behavior like that. And we invite you to talk to the good folks that are in there. Of course, Liz Jeck is in there. Gary Hicker from the Incredible Edibles Band is in there. Elena is in there with the Danimal. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're just having a good time tonight. And, of course, Chicago Boy 61. Always good to see you there, my friend. So, yeah. Lots going on this weekend. Lots going on. Also got... have you ever had... That's something that happened this week. Let's talk about this for a second. So, if you are... and I don't know how other states are, at least in the United States. I don't know how this is, but I do know that in the state of Illinois, the great state of Illinois, the the state comptroller has this, for lack of a better term, event every year. And that event is they scour through this mountain of unclaimed property. Now, when I say unclaimed property, this could be anything. This could be stocks, could be bonds, could be a check that you're owed, a refund from something, an inheritance that a relative left you, or a friend, or whatever the case may be. Apparently, there are like thousands of these things every year. And the first of the year, the state comptroller in the state treasurer's office, they set about trying to return this stuff. They want this stuff to, go to its rightful owner. And I got an email the other day, just out of the blue. You may have unclaimed property. And of course, me being me, the first thing that ran through my mind is, no, I don't. Who are you kidding? Well, it turns out I do. And it had to do with stuff when I was a kid. Stuff when I was a mere lad, before setting out and about into the world to make my fortune. So anyway, do other states do that? I guess I'm turning to, say, for example, Gary. I don't know if Washington does that, but every year this turns into like this gigantic, for lack of a better term, it's like a scavenger hunt. It's kind of odd, because people will get on this website and just, oh, I know I've got some money waiting for me somewhere. And of course, people, you know how people are. People are going to lie about that through their teeth. But I just went on there through sheer curiosity, and come on, tell. Oh, tell you what the undisclosed property is? Oh, no, dear. Let's just say, okay. Yeah. No. Wait. Just know that stuff that my family had distributed. Tell us you're rich. Yeah. No, I should be so lucky. I'm still doing this thing. So there you go, right off the top. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, do other states do that? I've never heard of other states doing this. Illinois is the only one that I know that does that. I could be wrong. Again, if you're watching the replay, let me know down in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Come on, tell us you're rich. Okay, I'm rich. Now what? We get scam after scam after scam of money waiting to be claimed. Yeah. There's always, we all know about that one. The guy whose cousin / husband / brother / son was a sergeant / lieutenant / colonel / major in the army in the Ivory Coast. But he just chanced to be, before he went into the army, he just chanced to be the president of a bank. Oh, yes. And he has X millions of dollars that he needs to get out of the country right away. And he's calling on you to help because he trusts you. Well, I'll get into that story. I've told the story before, but I'll get into that story another time. Oh, my goodness. Let me do this one. This is up to number 4 on the Hugs chart, and I'm feeling really good about that, and I thank you guys for it. And this is one of the ones that's going to get played in Gettysburg. Saturday, February 12th, The Pike, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. If you're in Gettysburg, if you're near Gettysburg, if you're planning on going to Gettysburg, if you want to travel someplace the weekend of the 12th, please go there. I'm going to be doing a rare acoustic solo concert, and I really want you guys to join me. It's for the Four Diamonds Foundation to fight childhood cancer. So, and I'm going to play this song. Well, it's another Friday night, and she watches the screen flash again. Right click, left click, anything to do the trick to find her transoceanic friend. Said, hello, my baby, tell me what it is you're doing tonight. He says, anything, darling, as long as it makes you feel right. She's got her love on the line, and she knows it's just a question of time. Cause she's safe in the arms of this unknown Romeo. Don't you know she can almost see his face in her pseudo space, as they both attempt connection that only they can know. As the lighting flickers, they're in a private Shangri-La. To a heart he starts to whisper about how he's gonna kiss her in a secret life there from afar. The heart racing as he says, babe, it's just a matter of time till the distance falls between us and the day comes that you're finally mine. She's got her love on the line, and she knows it's just a question of time. And she's safe in the arms of this unknown Romeo. Don't you know she can almost see his face in her pseudo space, as they both attempt connections that only they can know. Well, the plans are made and the weeks melt away till she's standing there at gate number 2. She sees him emerge and the theories of purge. It's like watching a nightmare play through. You didn't tell me your hair was so gray. He said, baby, I didn't know you were so. You could cut the disappointment with a knife. The moral of the story, you know, don't put your love on the line, 'cause you know it's only nickel and dime. And there's some things that are out there that aren't quite what they seem. You know what I mean? Don't put your love on the line, 'cause for the sake of $24.99, there's a whole world out there that's not just on that screen. Love on the line. Don't put love on the line. Love on the line. Still a great song. Thank you very much, Chicago boy. I appreciate that. Thank you. It was very kind of you to say, actually. It's a very nice thing for you to say to me. And we're very proud of it. This week on the Hugs chart, number 4. Number 4, moving higher all the time. I'm Casey Kasem, and I'm a complete moron. Now, on with the countdown. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate that. And that's one of the songs that we're going to be playing. Definitely, by all means, like I said, if you're out in the Gettysburg area, please, would love to see you out there. It's for a great organization and a great cause. Going to be doing a special solo acoustic show, he said, throwing his glasses around, on Saturday, February 12th at the Pike. Go to timgainer.com. We're going to be giving you the information there, as well as showtimes and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So please, by all means, come on out. And if you can't make it to, pardon me. They seem to be losing my voice. Here's a good time to start losing your voice. Great idea, Tim. This is what we need. Yes, please, run the trailer for the show while I'm losing my voice. What a great idea. Anywho. Oh, my goodness. 'Tis the season. It's okay. So, but in any case, and yeah, and to answer your previous question, Elena, no, this is going to be indoors because it is Pennsylvania, and well, let's face it, it's February. So, I mean, Mama didn't raise no fool, okay? And there's no way, I'm telling you right now, there is no way that I would be. Yeah, I wouldn't do the show outside. Although I am scheduled to play another show later on this year out in that area. A couple of shows, as a matter of fact. Go to timgainer.com. You'll get all that information. You'll be glad you did. You'll be the pride of your friends. The talk of the neighborhood. And you'll probably be under investigation for stalking. Be that as it may. Yeah. So we got about 5 inches of snow. So I'm not real happy about wintertime right now. Really not happy. Yeah, it's almost February and I want winter to end now. I'm done. Thank you. I would appreciate it. Make it go away, please. I don't like. And, it's funny. I've had a couple of people, hey, you ought to move to Pennsylvania. You're working out there an awful lot. You maybe ought to move out there. No, man. Not going to happen. I'm in the foothills of the Adirondacks. Okay? In January? Really? Uh-huh. Right. No. Nope. It's bad enough that we're here with the lake effect snow. Now you want me to take snowdrifts coming down from the mountains? No. No, thank you. But, yeah. But in any case, as we're getting down to wenting time, getting about time to wrap things up here at the old GainerWorld International Complex, I really want to thank you guys for sticking with me and joining me as you do every week. I really do appreciate it. I sincerely do. And like I said, we're just a few subscribers away from 100. Come on. I know that that's a crumb in YouTube world. I get it. But yeah, tell your friends. Tell them to watch the show. Tell them to subscribe. Tell them to like the show. Tell them to hit the notification, and we'll let you know when we're on the air next week. We will be back next week. Make no mistake about it. And in the meantime, hey, do me a favor, will you? Get the damn shot. Wear the damn mask. Let's just get rid of this thing. It's going on 2 years, y'all. Let's help get rid of this thing, okay? In the meantime, do yourself a favor. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And like I said, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. In other words, hey, if you like it, you know what to do. We'll see you back here next week. We out. Peace. Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim.